Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special night honoring Clyde Hart. We have a special treat for you and our way to honor Clyde. He's an amazing person. He's started not only this racetrack more than 50 years ago, but he started many young men actually into the racing career. And he's been a great contributor to the local and further than that, the area. So he's been a great citizen. What we've got for you tonight is what we call the Missing Man Formation. The Missing Man Formation is very special. It's an honor as an aerial salute to military leaders who have passed or great civic leaders, just like Mr. Hart has been. This was started in 1938, and then was very large after World War II. But the first, General Oscar Westover, the very first Missing Man Formation occurred at Arlington National Cemetery. This was done once again in 2001, honoring Dale Earnhardt Sr. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a special tribute to a very special person, and that's why we have this very special race. And we think you're very special for helping us celebrate Clyde Hart tonight. Thank you so much.
So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please remain standing for the national anthem. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Mary Jane Anderson. Mary Jane, thank you.
Thank you. Please join in.
And bright stars for the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of and the
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Mary Jane Anderson. Keep your eyes on that flyover. They're coming back around here with a missing man. And here they come, folks. Bring around off turn number 4, the Missing Man Formation for Clyde Hart. Guys, get on your feet, make some noise. They're coming back around. This is for you guys. This is for Clyde. We're all here for the Clyde Hart Memorial. This is just some of the special ceremonies. For Clyde, here they come. Over turn number 4 and over the infield. Get loud, keep them going, folks. What an awesome sight again. Missing Man Formation for Clyde Hart.
And again, we want to thank everyone for being here. Robert Hart for keeping their doors open on this racetrack. Andrew Hart and Jane Hart. They could have been at Bora Bora living, but they want to put on a show for you each and every Saturday night. If you would, please stand and give them a big hand, please. Hey, we're getting ready to introduce the best of the best. The racers that aren't afraid to take on New Smyrna Speedway. Folks, thank you for being here from the bottom of our hearts. We love each and every one of you. Drivers, we wish you the best of luck. There can only be one winner, but it's going to be a great show. Thank you, everybody, and happy 4th of July!
Guys, give it up for Rusty, our track manager here at New Smyrna Speedway. All right, folks, if you're ready to meet the starting lineup for this year's edition of the Clyde Hart Memorial 100. starting in 13th position today, driving car number 21, the Power Only Incorporated machine out of Lakeland, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Alexa Anderson. She's going to go down a long line of people, all the dignitaries that are here today. All right, folks, moving up to the next row. Starting in the 12th position, driving car number 56, the SPR machine out of Claremont, Florida. Make some noise for Mike Staggs. Now starting in the 11th position, driving car number 15, the RL Newton Eagle Steel machine out of Winter Haven, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Roger Blevins. Now starting in the 10th position today, driving the Goodrich Seafood Restaurant machine out of New Smyrna. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Doug Elliott. Now starting in the 9th position, one of the drivers that put on a whale of a show here on Saturday night, driving the Nolan Roofing machine out of Groveland, Florida. Make some noise for car number 50 and Jet Nolan. And now starting in 8th, driving car number 12 out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Green. And now in the 7th starting position tonight, driving the Finish Line Site Development, number 38 out of West Palm. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ricky Moxley. And now in 6th position, our defending Pro Late Model champion from a year ago, driving the Fire 8 Client Command machine all the way from Canton, Georgia, car number 71, and Dawson Fletcher. Fletcher fan club's here tonight, that's for sure. All right, now starting in the 5th position tonight, driving the MJS Concrete TS&C construction car out of Geneva, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Anthony Sergi. We had a bet, me and Anthony, how many of those balls end up on the racetrack. I said if more than 2, I get his payout. But keep them in the stands, all right? All right, here we go. Moving up to the 4th position, driving the Jet Concrete Cook Electrical machine from West Palm. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jeff Chequered. Folks, remember, he said fast time in qualifying, so you're going to want to keep your eye on that car. Joining him in row number 2, in the 3rd position, driving the Arc Airworks Incorporated Volunteers number 9 out of Oviedo, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Bradley. Now moving to the front row, on the outside, starting in 2nd, driving the TM Ranch number 11 out of Sonoya, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Pollard. And now on the pole, in the 5K Keen Services sponsored machine out of Weeki Wachee, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, your pole sitter for the Clyde Hart Memorial, Daniel Keene Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for all these drivers as they get ready to do battle for 100 laps of super late model action. We're going to let the field strap in and get ready to go. And we want to thank the Ombies down there on the horses for providing those extra fireworks for us with the gun salutes as each driver got their name right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Ombies on the horses down there. Remember, that is a tribute to Clyde as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Harts don't even know that I'm doing this yet. David Rogers, you are an honorary member of Smyrna Speedway. You will never pay to get into this facility and give. Thank you for all the wonderful things you do.
Well, how about that? That's quite generous there, Rusty. That might be Rusty's last time on the microphone here, but that's awesome. That's definitely a picture-worthy moment.
It's good for us, and if they would have gone Yes, it's an honor to get the David, just a good team that they put together years and Dave team ranch. It's an honor to be able to drive this famous number 11. They've done a lot of great things over the years, and that team back at the racetrack doing well, and hopefully we get a bigger one tonight.
Yeah, like you said, it's very good to see David back out here and see them doing so well. And, like I said, when I heard you were coming on with us, that's exciting. I know a lot of things are exciting when they go down here.
Yeah, we enjoy coming here. It's a great place to race, and put this deal together last minute, and come out here and have some fun, and see what we can do. It's cool to see this many fans out on 4th of July and support short track racing. So it's cool to see all that, and
yes, sir. Good luck out there tonight. We hope to talk to you in the victory lane. I'm going to call it turn second. And run number 11. All right, now let's see if we can work our way in here. Dr. Babb, we've got too much to do with our time down here. Good racing.
good cars.
Trying to be definitely here to on Saturday. That's it, pretty smart. You know how to go around this place. Qualify second, so.
Yeah, I'm real comfortable with the car. We haven't ran it in about 4 months, but the last race we finished with, we won. So hopefully we'll do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, you got to keep the weapon back.
Yeah, this is the one that ran so good. We're really excited to be back in the car. Very happy to be back in the third car. Got a new motor back in it, so hopefully everything looks good for us.
I know a lot of the locals are right there. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great cars tonight. There's a lot of cars out there just winning tonight. So figure it out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Always a first down here. Of course, you sit down. It says you got too far today. Only get a third quarter. I will see how it goes. Your qualifying's 2 laps, so the race is 100, so hopefully it stays underneath and wind up a bit very nice. It would be nice. And I think a lot of people were surprised and happy to see that out there for a little while. It has. Work's been busy and in the middle of building a house and spending time with the family and got a lot going on in life. You always got to take care of the priorities and have some fun with you. Hopefully you have fun with it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Net, car 9, he'll be out there. He'll be up there around early, and I'm pretty sure. They're already cars tonight. There's another one here. Mr. Anthony Sturgeon is signing some hero cards. Yellow's called these hero cards that everybody's getting except me. Oh, I got one from Anthony. Thank you. All right, Anthony. Well, you won here on Saturday, so you've got that going for you. But, of course, some really good cars showed up. How did you stack up for the competition tonight?
I think we were pretty good. The car's real good. We kind of had a tight race car during practice today, and putting tires on it turned a lot better than I expected, and got to the bottom a little too early there in both my qualifying laps. So definitely think we have a lot more in it, and definitely got a long run car, so it's definitely good for the 100 laps, and hopefully we'll be up there battling the guys in front of us, and we'll have a good race just like last Saturday.
Yeah, and you and Jet Nolan won the show here on Saturday. You think you and whoever you can find out there can do that for 100 laps for us?
I definitely think so. Everyone out there got a lot of experience, and I definitely think we all want to win it for Clyde and all that he did for the racetrack and for the racing down here in Florida, so I got to thank
Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine.
all the fans for coming out. MDS Concrete, TNC Construction, 14 Race Cars, everyone, Winter Nation for all the help that they do on my race cars, and hopefully we're up there in victory lane so I can post it on this morning.
Yes, sir. Good luck out there. That's Anthony Sturgeon, car number 20, starting 50 laps for Washington. Got to go to the front. Now here's another one of our young drivers, Mr. Dawson Fletcher. Well, Dawson, pro late champion here. He's with us with plenty of experience, but kind of new to the super stand here. You ran a little bit on Saturday. Did you run it up to help you tonight?
I think so. I was making all today last week and kind of got like a pro car. So we figured some stuff out today. We got the car to the road there a lot better. Next up, a little bit qualifying on this side too, which I think kind of got my run. But this car, Brett Reagan has really good long run cars. We can just stay in it. Be in the DC position, 50-60.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're there at the end of it, maybe we can play race off, and I'm pretty sure you're going to do everything you can to get up there and go for that win.
That's the goal. We're trying 6, so it's a little bit of a scary position to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as long as you and everybody else remembers you got 100 laps tonight, not one, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit longer than I'm used to here, but hopefully we're going to finish it. Unfortunately, we didn't finish last week, and we didn't finish the Governor's Cup in the Pro, so it'll be really nice to even finish tonight and see where we can finish in the Pro.
I'm sure you'll be right up there, and you got to get started, spot. That's Dawson Fletcher in the 71. We'll see what the youngster can do. Alright, folks, so I'm going to turn things over to Bob Sobel from the Speedway. A couple of things to tell you all. I think we got some stuff to give away. So, Bob, what do you have there, everybody? We do, Ryan. First of all, folks, a couple of weeks ago there, between Volusia Speedway Park and Smyrna, we kind of made a deal together, and the Florida Pro Trucks came out to Volusia and ran on the dirt for the very first time 2 weeks ago. How many of you fans out there were there for that truck race out there on the dirt? All right, that was an awesome show. Thank you for coming out there. It's always great to be back here at the new Smyrna Speedway. And like Brian said a little bit earlier, tonight is the annual Clyde Hart 100. But tomorrow night, folks, you got a choice. What we're going to do here from Volusia Speedway Park, each and every one of you race fans came in this game tonight and got a ticket. If you bring that red ticket, your admission ticket, to Volusia tomorrow night, you will get $5 off your general admission ticket. For those of you listening in the pit area, if you bring your wristband to Volusia tomorrow night, you will also get $5 off the general admission ticket. So for all you race fans that want to do 2 nights in a row, come out to Volusia Speedway Park tomorrow night. It's the second annual Firecracker 4000. Basically what that is a Florida late model race. It's a 40-lap feature event that pays $4,000 to win. We also have the sprint cars, street stocks, thunder stocks, and gladiators. Pit gates open at 4 o'clock. General admission opens at 5. Race time is at 7:30. So we hope to see all of you folks out there at Volusia Speedway Park tomorrow night. And again, Ryan, thank you, and I especially want to thank that gentleman right over there, Mr. Hart. The greatest guy, Mr. Hart, owns this speedway, and I just got to say a couple words about the Hart family. You know, back in 2001, Mr. Hart, Randy Dye, Mark Martin, they came to Mr. Hart and they said, Robert, we want to build a quarter midget track. So Robert said, yeah, okay. Well, they figured the quarter midget track would be built outside the fairgrounds here. Mr. Hart, the generous man that he is, said, you know what, why don't you guys just build it over there at turns 1 and 2? The dirt started to move, and 19 years later, we're still out here racing quarter midgets right down there in turns 1 and 2 of the big track of here at New Smyrna Speedway. And I still go down there and watch these kids. I call the races when I get time to get down there on a Friday night. And folks, if you haven't seen these young kids racing quarter midgets right here at the quarter midget track, it is really a thrill. Andrew Hart, Robert's son, was a quarter midget racer. Andrew, you got to remember those days, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I remember all those days. He was racing the same time I was. So, Mr. Hart, thank you again for all the quarter midget racers.
Do you mind? Brian had me hold these, and I only have one hand for the camera.
Andrew and your mom.
I'm standing all the way back here, so I'm not sure if Mr. Hart wants to be on
Friday
this
night
video.
with the quarter midgets. And
Another couple of our kids, Dawson Fletcher, quarter midget kid, Sergi, quarter midget kid, and Brad May, quarter midget kid, and I'm sure I missed a few of them. All right, Ryan, it's all back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Guys, make sure you head over to Volusia tomorrow. And also, we still have one unclaimed ticket for the NASCAR Xfinity Race tomorrow. James Service, if you're listening, head to the NASCAR tent and pick up your ticket. Again, James Service, we need you to come pick up your ticket. You've got free tickets to the NASCAR. Everybody else, you either go to Daytona tomorrow or you go to Volusia. And thanks to Bob for coming out and helping out. He just appeared on me already. There he is. He's right here. He's got one more thing. What you got, Bob? Okay, I got one more thing to give away here for Volusia Speedway Park. The first 10 people that come up to me and want a family 4-pack for free admission tomorrow night, I need your name and your zip code. So the first 10 people that want a family 4-pack to go to Volusia Speedway Park tomorrow night, come down here and see me. If you're the first 10, there's number 1. Okay, here we go. All right, the line is forming, so... Okay, we got a line. All right, Ryan, back to you. Bob, have fun with that. You're going to be swarmed. Come down and see Bob. First 10 people, come see Bob. All right, guys. We're going to you guys 2 or 3 more minutes. So get those last couple of autographs. Get those last couple of pictures so we can get ready to go racing. I'm going to see if I can sneak in a couple more minutes here real quick. And then we'll start doing the racetrack. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes to hand off your mock here real quick. And we'll get ready for get going here.
Hey, what's up, Tom? I'm Jason. Nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you. Yeah, having a great time. Looking forward to this super late model race. We're going for Bubba College tonight. Yeah, definitely. Love it. In the house. All right, man. Well, have fun out there. Enjoy it, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you having too much fun?
What? The horse?
Tell them what this is all about. They rode a horse. Okay. Yeah, when I was a kid, after one of the people I ever saw rode a horse and went to Clyde and come got me a horse. I thought Mr. Robert got us out. Very humble. I'm going to my wife Victoria. We're going to help announce that when they announce that. Make sure you got it. Okay. Right. Make sure you tell the story, please. Very important. I thought this is all I know. The horses out here. The Clyde road right around.
So cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's about our last race, you know.
you'd think you'd be an expert at this whole getting the helmet off thing. Michael, let's get you around in front here so everybody can see you. Alright, so we're up to 9. You told me you want to get to 18 wins before it's all said and done. You're halfway there. And again, for you, another dominating performance.
Yeah.
I mean, are you getting bored of this winning thing? You gotta be loving it, right?
Oh yeah, it's fun.
I mean, what do you need? You need these guys to catch up to you. I think you need to start sharing your secrets, man.
I ain't sharing no secrets.
You're not gonna share any secrets?
Nah.
Why not?
Yeah, that's racing.
Because you want to win 18, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think you're going to have to do for the rest of the season? We're about halfway done. You're halfway there. Just keep doing what you're doing, or do you think these guys will catch you?
No, just keep doing what I'm doing.
Let's come out and get checkered flags, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll be watching that for the rest of the year. Who would you like to thank for all your hard work here tonight?
Special thanks to Jim Farmer's Auto Mall, my dad, Casey Boyd, direct mill work, discount propane, and all my family and everyone else who's helped and supported.
Well, Michael, congratulations on another dominating win. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michael Trotty, car number 44. From one fight to another. See if we can't get a word here from Mike Amato real quick. Well, Mike, another hard-earned second place finish. This 44 is just on the rails right now, but a good game for you. David Gould had some problems, finished towards the back, so you're going to close in a little bit on the points. So I don't know if that goes through your mind at all, but still a great day for you.
Oh yeah, we're here to win, and you know, we had a good race. It was a tough race, a good race with Gould. I don't know what happened. My tire's cut, but glad to finish in one piece, and glad to be here in second place.
Pretty good way to kick off the 4th of July weekend. Who would you like to thank for all your efforts?
My wife and my daughter Piper here, and my fans, and all the fans. Yep. And my sponsors, and Ollie, and the track, you guys.
Well, hey, we thank you too. In second place for Mike Amato, another good run. He's closing in on the championship battle. That's going to get interesting as we go down the rest of the season. Now we'll make our way, if we can, through all the fans down here. George Spears coming home with another solid third place run. Another great run for you, man. You're right there with your buddy Mike, and he raced you clean, and there you are with another good third place run.
Yeah, we had a good race. It's fun racing. I mean, everything's good. Car's getting better.
Everything's good between you two now.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, that's good. You guys put on a pretty good show for second. Man, we got to get this 44 to slow down for you all, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with that, but tires. We need tires again. So hopefully next week we'll have those on.
Well, get some tires on and go up there and get one from them, all right?
We're going to try, buddy.
All right, George, who would you like to thank? You got a ton of people down here. Who would you like to thank for all your effort?
Thank my wife and kids for letting me do this.
She says you're welcome.
Got to thank Russell at Headquarter Screen for helping us out, coming on as a sponsor. Haven't got a name on the car yet. We're waiting on the sticker. James, Adams, all those guys, the Barn Boys Racing, as we call ourselves. Got to thank all of them for all the help. Eddie Petroselli.
All those guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for George Spears coming home in third place today. All right. Auto Sportsman feature. Let George get a quick drink and then we'll grab a word with him as he gets it done again. Well, George, we talked to you in this same exact spot just a couple of days ago, and you said you were going to come out here and get win number 4. And sure enough, you got it done, man. Another dominating performance. You kind of ran away with this one.
Man, I couldn't ask for a better race car. You know, the guys over at AMF Chassis, they work their butts off every week. This thing's just, I mean, we're 7 for 7 this year with this car, and I can't complain. We put some lead on it, to make us wait a year. We had to change some stuff to come back this week, and the car never slowed down. I mean, we're way off in the air, and it's still fast. Can't thank Rick and Ed, my wife, Parker Line Stripe, and Atlantis Construction Contract, EJ from American Auto, Nau Sea Speedway, and most of all, I got to thank each and every one of you fans. Thanks for coming out, and military, thanks for serving this country.
Well, George, I got to ask, and I think we said it on Saturday, it just doesn't matter what track you take this car to. You're 7 for 7, like you said. You got 4 wins here now, and this is one of the toughest tracks to win at because it's so big and so fast, and they try to add weight, it just doesn't matter, man. How do you do it?
Man, I tell you what, I ain't gonna lie, we work on this thing day in, day out. I mean, I coach football, I get off the football practice, I come home, I work on my race cars. As you can see, it's a very small team. It's me and my wife 90% of the time. We have a little bit of help at the track. I just have a dedicated family, you know, my wife, my family. We're all 100% into this. That's why we do what we do.
I think the kids are probably the secret weapon, right?
Yeah, the kids keep you on your toes. You know, when you're out in the shop 3, 4 o'clock in the morning working after football practice, they're running around like maniacs, keeping you awake.
Well, George, congratulations on another win. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for George Gorham, your winner of the American Auto Sportsman. Now he's going to sign a trophy for the young man. Thanks to EJ from American Auto. EJ, the class sponsor, always doing a great job with the American Auto Sportsman. And now we'll make our way down here and talk to our point leader and second place finisher, Mr. Steve Barnes, the mad scientist. You're not mad today, are you? Pretty good run.
No, actually, I've never had so much fun finishing second. That race that me and Vail had, that was awesome. We never touched, and we were side by side seemingly forever. And I just waited for him to drive by me. Nick put a little bit different setup on the car so I was on the top side because we were pinching it off. And man, that thing rolled the top like it's never has. So I was having a blast.
Yeah, you know that 407 car, Chase Babb, he no slouch. So to see you be able to hold him off, you gave him the bottom. You guys were really the show because Gorham was kind of in a league of his own.
Yeah, he's stinking up the show. I wish he'd stop that. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Got to thank EJ, American Auto, and Atlantis Contractors for all they do for this class. It's the most fun I've had in a race car in a long, long time. So, and I got to thank my sponsors, WNDB, the Coast Country, and the Hog for helping me out.
Well, Steve, congratulations on another great run, expanding that point lead. So it's been a great year. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steve Barnes and car number 58. Now let's see if we can find our third place finisher, Richard Elkins, coming home with another good run. Richard, congratulations on a great run, man. You had Michael held all over you there for those final few laps. How were you able to hang on to this third spot?
It was so loose. It was hard to hang on to. I thought we were going to lose it a few times, but we just grabbed a hold and hold on, and there we made it.
And you did. And, you know, it's funny you say that because Michael was the one all over the place off turn 2 on the last lap. But it's fun watching you two. And good to have you back here at Smyrna Speedway. And all in all, we come home with a great finish.
Yeah, I think for everybody for coming out on this sport, and glad we could show up and make a good race and do decent tonight. We've been working on it, so we're getting closer.
I think so. You keep working on this thing, you'll be a couple spots better. Who would you like to thank for all your effort here tonight?
All the guys at the shop, you know, that pitched in, Jamie, Gilbert, Billigan, Marlon, Chad, George, Melissa. I mean, we got help from George up front, Chad, and my wife, and everybody that's touched it or helped or just anything. You know, I mean, there's so many I can't even think of all. I want to say thanks to everybody, and hopefully we'll get better next time.
Well, thank you for being here. Here comes George Gorham saying congratulations. Great run for you, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Richard Elkins coming home in third spot here tonight. The Clyde Hart Memorial 100, I'm going to turn things over to the legend, Mr. David Rogers, and he's going to deliver the command to fire engines. David, take it away.
Well, you know, there's nothing more exciting than a super late model race here at Smyrna. Clyde Hart loved the super late models. He told me 4 years ago we didn't have hardly any cars in the pits. We didn't have a lot of people in the stands, and he said, If you want, I'll go up there and sit in the stands and make you feel better. I want to see a race, go race. Don't worry about the people, I'll get them up here, and that's what he's held to. The Harts have done the same thing. Appreciate everything they've done for racing over the years. And racers, I can't believe you're going to do this without me. Start your engines.
Chequered is out of the car down here. He's got his youngster in his hands. They're going to go over here and celebrate just a little bit. We're going to Brett from Wheeling and NASCAR is here to present. So Rick from Wheeling is going to come on down here and present the winning trophy for the Clyde Hart Memorial here in just a second. If you want to grab that trophy and sneak on in there and present that to Mr. Chequered. That's Chequered, winner of the 2019 Clyde Hart Memorial. Beautiful trophy down here from Wheeling Engineering. Help sponsor this event tonight. And then we'll sneak on in here. Jeff, you did it again, man. You came out here and flat dominated. You started fourth. That didn't matter to you. You quickly got to the front and ran away with it.
Yeah, I wanted to get the positions that I could. You know, a lot of good. Brad May was running me down, and I really thought he would give us a run for our money, and he was coming pretty hot there. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, you come out here and make your lane pretty nice. I can't thank you guys enough. They got a lot going on with the two other guys that they race with and do really well with, and they're putting a car together for me. And come out here and set fast time and then does a victory lane. Pretty cool. And it wasn't easy for me, but it does stink to see some of the top contenders have mechanical issues. But I'm pretty sure you and Brad May would have had a heck of a battle. Daniel Keene was up there for a while, but it don't matter how you get them as long as you get them, right? Right. You never know when your last one's coming. Hopefully this won't be the last one for you, and hopefully we'll see you out here for years to come. But any other shout-outs and other thank yous you'd like to give out here for your victory? I just need to thank Jeff Humphrey, Pat, Chris, and everybody that worked with me, my family, and everybody that makes this happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jeff Chequered, your winner of the 2019 Clyde Hart Memorial. For the half for Jeff Chequered. We're going to wait for Mr. Hart to get down here. So quickly, we're going to go talk to Bubba Pollard, who came home in second place here today. Then we'll make our way back over there to Chequered. Well, Bubba, you came out here with this late race deal, and you ended up with a good second place run. That 9 car, though, man, he just hooked up and kind of ran away.
Yeah, it's a good race. We were just a little tight there. Just from the beginning of the race. Kind of the easy on it, so we had a little bit for the end. But yeah, the time was good. I can't thank David Rogers, DM Ranch, Steve, and all these guys for letting me be a part of this. It's cool working with these guys. And being able to drive this car is something I'll always remember, so I can't thank them enough. And hopefully David gets well and he'll be back in this thing, and we'll have a great go for him.
Well, all in all, it's been a great venture for you in this car, winning during Speed Weeks, and now a great second place run. And, you know, if David calls you again, I'm sure you won't say no to the opportunity to drive the old 11 car.
Yeah, we definitely won't turn it down. I like hanging out with these guys. They're a group of guys, and it's awesome to be around guys that have fun. So I can't think of fans stuff coming on 4K Live, all that stuff. It's hot, and we're doing good for it.
Well, Bubba, congratulations on another great run. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bubba Pollard in second place. Now let's quickly work our way over here and grab a word with Anthony Sergi.
I'm ready.
Well, Anthony, a great rebound for you and this team. Looks like midway through the race, you had some problems going on. I didn't get rid of the start.
The car got a little loose the heat of the day, and going down to the track cooling down just upset the car a lot. But came down, the crew was able to make it a little better, and I just can't thank the FJS Concrete Construction for all the help they did. My mom, my dad, my sister. I gotta thank Dennis for helping me work on the car, and everyone that came out and helped me today. Thank you for all the fans for coming out for 4th of July, and happy 4th of July.
Well, one more question for you. Do you think we would have got a late race caution? You might have had some for those runs too.
I don't know. It kind of looked like Chequered was kind of riding and just like playing rabbit for me and trying to catch him, and I couldn't really do it. And then Bubba got around me there at the end, but I definitely think we had a late race caution. That would have been a lot of fun.
third place. Now we're going to head back over here. I believe they're going to, they've already presented Jeff Chequered with the hat as a hat similar to what Clyde would have worn. So Jeff Chequered going to get some pictures here with that beautiful trophy and the hat. So we'll take a quick second here. I found Jet Nolan. Jet, fourth place for you tonight. Not too bad. And you and Serge, you just about got into it like you did a few days ago. You're kind of thinking, well, the battle for third might be the best one tonight.
Yeah, it was going to be a good battle, but then last time we decided to give it away, and that's why I broke up.
Yeah, I saw that there towards the end. I guess the 7 got into you a little bit, but still all in all a good run for you. I'm sure you'd like to be where your teammate is right now, but to come home fourth in the Clyde Hart Memorial is got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it feels amazing. I'm happy for him. He did an amazing job, and I'd like to thank all of this side of the third and Ted Motorsports.
Hey, we thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jet Nolan coming home in the 4th position. And guys, give it up for all the Super Late Model drivers one more time, and especially Jeff Chequered, your Clyde Hart Memorial winner. win. I don't want to call it an upset. We all know you're pretty good, but to beat Wayne Parker and Jerry Simons here is no easy feat. It's a tag down here. Timmy, congratulations on a great run.
Thank you, man. This has been a long time coming. I've had a lot of good runs over here, won a championship at Speed Weeks, but I've had a lot of demons fight me lately over here, and I hooked up with the Brick House, both motorsports guys at Speed Weeks, and they want me to run their stuff, and it seems to be working really good for us, especially to outrun them guys that run here all the time. You know, it's huge.
Yeah, I was going to say this ended up being a pretty darn good deal for you, especially to come out here on a big 50 lapper, you know, with some tough competition, and for you to dominate like that, that's got to feel great.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, those guys take good care of the equipment, and it's the best equipment anyone could ever get in, and I couldn't be prouder to be driving their car.
Well, Timmy, it was a great run, and we appreciate you coming out here. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Timmy Mohr, your race winner for the Modifieds. And they told me Jerry Simons finished third, but I'll talk to him next anyways, because he's right here. Jerry, hard racing between you and Wayne there. Y'all made some contact, and what was your take on what happened out there?
Well, he gave it to me first, I gave it to him second. It's all fair. We're still buddies, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure you guys will shake hands. Here he comes now, as a matter of fact. So, and now, oh, he's going to give him a kiss. There we go. All right, so no fisticuffs, just a nice handshake. Good hard racing between the two of you. What's your take on it, Wayne?
Hey, I hit my accident. I'm going to be honest. When I had a problem on the straightaway, when I got into Timmy a little bit, tried to get too much, Jerry gave me a lot of room, and when we got to the corner, I had to stop the car. So, but Jerry's a first-class act to race with. He really is.
That's great sportsmanship. And Wayne, you did come home second by, I don't know, this much or so. So,
Honor's in the right spot.
All right, so they got to check the transponders. I'll let you guys sort that out. So I don't know. I'll let you all finish out who finished second. He's walking away. So Jerry, I guess you're third, maybe you're second. I don't know. Check the transponders. But all in all, a great run. You guys made it entertaining. Who would you like to thank for all your efforts tonight?
Gene Kelly. He spends all the money on this thing, lets us do whatever we want to do. So got to thank him. And my whole crew, man, they bust their butts all day long. It was a blazing hot day. Thank God he gave us a little bit of cloud cover to help us out a little bit, but it was blazing hot. Thank all these fans for coming out and sticking out here, and EJ and American Auto, and just everybody.
Well, Jerry, another good run. Thanks for being here. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jerry Simons. And real quick, I want to give Wayne Parker an opportunity to, now it's not going to pass tech. He's down here messing with your car there, Jerry. All right, Wayne, do you have anyone that you'd like to thank for all your efforts out here?
I was actually talking to my brother. They need to get E-Mod out here. Those things are going to be a ride. Get all the guys in modified stuff. Almost everyone in modified is another one. They make it into E-Mod. We're having a lot of fun.
I think you're right. It was fun seeing you out here in those things the other day.
You know what? It was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and they're 20% of what it costs to run one of these.
Yeah, I think they're going to come on in a big way, man.
I hope so. But we had a lot of fun tonight. First, I got to thank my crew. I got to thank Jason Boyd. Got to thank my wife. Got to thank all the fans. They are awesome for coming out here.
Absolutely. And thank you, Wayne Parker, coming home in second here tonight. Make some noise for him.